All right, welcome back to Steins Gate episode 15. I did it. I managed to complete this week on Monday, the 6th. So now it'll be ready by the 13th. All videos will be out, and then by tomorrow, I'm gonna try to do for 5 hours. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how my voice holds, and then work on the gotcha reviews. I think I kind of got a system down for the 3x3s. It's going to be interesting to see how the videos do. Again, this is kind of like just thoughts in the future and stuff like that. But regardless, I am looking forward to it. And then by Thursday, if my voice is fine, I'll be able to record. Or if necessary, I'll just record maybe Friday night or Monday. The important thing is I at least want to, I think I have 9 gotcha reviews to do. I have this system, so we'll see. But that's not important. What's important right now is we did some more D-mail experiments. We kind of went back in time, regained our memories, talked to Teeter, not regained, kept our memories. We did one experiment with Daru, and everyone was able to keep those memories because we didn't change the past, because he still lost to Ferris. So that's very interesting. But where we last left off, Suzuha and Kirisu, Zombie, Christina, Celeb 7, Zombie, she is just about to meet Suzuha in the street. So it's going to be very interesting to see. If you like videos like this and want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. Let me know down below what you want to see next. And without further ado, let's jump back into this. Also, we finished chapter 3 and we are on chapter 4. Mary leans out the window to wave her hand. Kirisu is walking toward the lab. That reminds me, doesn't Part-Time Warrior have something against Kirisu? I look at Suzuha. Her expression has changed dramatically. Now she's staring at Kirisu in complete silence. She doesn't move a muscle. It's like she's trying to start a fight with her glare. Kirisu's pretty stubborn too, so she meets Suzuha's glare for glare. The two of them exchange a word or two in front of the building. For a second, I'm worried that they might start throwing punches, but that doesn't happen. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background. Ooh, again, awful cliffhanger, but I guess it didn't pay off.
Good morning.
Oh, English.
下のバイトと何を話していたんだ?
Kirisu shrugs her shoulders.
別に大したことは、言いたいことがあるならはっきり言えって。
True. I don't think that's nothing. She's lucky that didn't lead to blows.
向こうは何と?
何も。悔しそうにうなってるだけだった。一体何なのかしら。
Cause she's Don Teeter and she has to kill Kirisu to get back to her timeline. I don't know.
マキセ氏の人気に嫉妬してるに決まってるじゃん、上皇。
Ooh. Daru burst into the lab.
本来なら私がラボメンナンバー004になって楽しくみんなと青春する予定だったのに悔しいみたいな。3次元は恐ろしい。
ラボメンナンバーなんて好きなだけ譲るけど。
How could she?
なんだと? ラボメンナンバーは某国において数千万円というレートで違法に取引されるほどの貴重な資格なのだぞ。
How sad.
パスポートじゃあるまいし。そもそも某国ってどこだおい。
みんな仲良くいられる方がね。マユシーはいいな。
True. Well, I don't really care about their little quarrel anyway. Only one thing interests me now, the mystery of D-mail. We begin experimenting immediately. Even though it's still morning, the electrical discharge occurs on demand. Things look favorable today. That reminds me, we haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet. Maybe we should come up with an excuse first. To be honest though, I don't care what he thinks. For we are at war against the organization in CERN, the dark powers that rule the world from the shadows.
安西先生、フェイリスタンの手料理が食べたいです。
The coach from a famous basketball manga on the internet uses parody a certain quote from the manga in order to express desperate desire. Anzai sensei want to. Another oft-quoted line, this one spoken by Anzai sensei is, if you give up, it's game over.
諦めたらそこで試合終了だよ。
Unfortunately, Daru's second email fails to change the past. I get the feeling Rhinet matches are difficult to cheat your way out of like this. Not to mention we're limited to 36 bytes of text. Looks like we have to give up on Daru. He's gonna go drown his sorrows in the internet. Okay, so what do we experiment on? From the look on Kirisu's face, I don't think she's willing to change her policy. That leaves only one candidate.
マユリよ、次はお前に過去を変えてもらおう。
マユシ、変えてもいいの？
Yeah, that can't be good. Akihabara is such a strange town. Everywhere I look, I see drawings of cute girls. Some of them even have their breasts fully exposed, which startled me. Coming here has been a real culture shock. It's amazing how peaceful Japan is now. Unfortunately, Moe has become the symbol of Akihabara, and the chaos that rules here. Get used to it. I can't imagine how that would shock someone who isn't prepared. I agree, it's all because of the organization's efforts to stupefy Japan. We'll just be kind to her.
でもね、過去を変えるって何を変えればいいのかな。
What would she change? Mayuri looks stumped as she slurps her canned ramen.
あ、それじゃあね、こういうのはどうかな。ルカ君にマユシーのコスを着てもらえるように過去を変えるの。
どうやって？
ルカ君にメールを送るとかだよ。
I don't think it's a simple request is gonna change the past.
もっと簡単で分かりやすいものはないのか？
She slurps more ramen.
そのラーメン缶を使おう。
Looks like I'm the only one with ideas.
1時間前のマユリに D メールを送るのだ。今日はおでん缶が食べたいとな。
そんな誘導に乗るほど単純なことじゃない気が。
ああ、それね、すごくいいかも。
And she's like, you know what? I do want to eat canned whatever.
え？
今日もね、自動販売機の前で10分くらい迷っちゃったんだよ。おでん缶にしようかな、ラーメン缶にしようかなって。
That's funny.
つまり後押しがあればマユリは必然的におでん缶を食べたくなるというわけだな。よし、それで行くぞ。
Well, not only am I losing my voice, which is fine. We'll see how tomorrow goes. But the point I was gonna make is I wonder what butterfly effect that's gonna have.
わかった。じゃあ過去を変える前にラーメン全部食べていかないと。
Might as well enjoy it. Mayuri starts shoveling the ramen into her mouth.
食べておかないとどうなるの？
もったいないもん。
そうね。
True. Kurisu clearly doesn't know what to say. Mayuri really is a ditz. I'm used to it by now, of course. I get the phone wave name subject to change prepared for D-mail. The content of Mayuri's mail is simple enough. Canned Oden, piping hot and delicious. I just hope it actually works. We wait for Mayuri to finish eating her canned ramen, then activate the phone wave named subject to change. To send it 1 hour back, we put 1. In other words, we set the microwave for only 1 second. I wonder if the discharge phenomena will occur in such a short span of time. That's something else we'll learn from this experiment.
電話レンジカッコ仮起動。
あー、メールまだ送れてないよ。
There wasn't enough time to blink.
1秒じゃ放電現象は起きないか。データ通りだけど貴重な実証データが取れた。
I guess probably what, minimum 5 seconds, 5 hours?
これって例えば事前に暖気みたいなことしたらどうなるん？
暖気？
つまりさ、1秒じゃ放電現象は起きないわけっしょ。だから事前にメールを送らずに30秒ぐらいレンジ動かしとくんだお。
Oh, and then sending it at the last second?
その後間を置かずにタイマー1秒でもう一度動かす。そしたら1秒でも放電現象起きそうじゃね。
Okay, that might be smart.
根拠は？
ネス。
マユリよ、もっと他に何かないのか？
じゃあ昨日買ったおにぎりの具を違うものにするとか。
お前は昨日食べたおにぎりの具の種類を覚えているのか？
Hmm.
おかか。
Oh, she does remember.
即答？
Impressive.
だからね、おかかを明太子にしようよ。
Ew. Maybe we should find another test subject. Something is telling me we're gonna have to look outside the lab. I go for a walk to clear my head. After lunch at King Burger, I grab coffee at Starbucks on the first floor of Etoboshi. Okay. Fictional coffee shop. Fictional popular fast food. I wonder what they are, you guys. I left Mayuri and the others at the lab. I need some time to get my thoughts in order. I recall what happened when I sent myself the Lotto 6 numbers. The moment I sent that email, I felt a strong tremor, and then the world as I knew it changed slightly. The fact that I had sent a email had been undone. I know that because it had disappeared from my sent history. However, it was in my inbox. The mail had definitely reached the past. What does this mean? The mail was received but never sent. Isn't that a time paradox? Is that the reason why everyone else lost their memories? Why did that happen? The butterfly effect? That's not an answer. Changing the past changed the world. Teeter spoke of divergence. When divergence changes, are people's memories reconstructed to match the new world line? Then how come I remember the previous world line even after the past changes? My deliberations are interrupted by an incoming mail. I don't have time for this. It's mail, so I can just reply to it later. I concentrate on my coffee. However, all these mails, shining finger. No doubt about it, it's gotta be Kiryu Moeka, the male demon known as Shining Finger. How can she be so shy in real life and so persistent in email? There's something wrong with that woman. I sigh and open my mail reluctantly. Can I send a D-mail too, please, Moeka? Please reply, I'm a lab mem too, right? Pretty please. She wants to send a D-mail? Perfect. That reminds me, yesterday I made Moeka lab member 5. That means she's qualified to participate in our experiments. Moeka seems serious, so she might meet my demands. Most importantly, all the other lab mems are completely useless when it comes to D-mails. I still haven't been able to verify whether or not I can keep my memories if someone else changes the past.
いや、しかし。
I'm worried. Moeka works for an editorial company. In other words, she's related to the media. What if she sends a D-mail and leaks word of the time machine? We'd be flooded by press. Gone will be the days of lurking in the shadows. My location will be exposed to the organization. Of course, sooner or later, we're gonna have to announce our findings to the world. But in that case, I'd rather choose a national newspaper or TV network to cover that event rather than some shady magazine. That way it will spread faster through Japan, nay, the world. Either way, something tells me it's better not to go public through Moeka. However, Moeka is a lab mem. Yesterday we told her everything about the phone wave named subject to change and D-mails. Moreover, we made her one of us. It was necessary to buy her silence. Realizing that, I have no reason to deny Moeka her request. I put my phone to my ear. You know what? That's kind of a... I mean, if you're standing on something, you gotta stand on your morals, right?
俺だ。ああ、少しばかり迷っている。何？声でわかるだと？
I wonder if you can hear my neck crack again. No. not loud enough today. That was crazy how loud it was, and it popped on the recording. Insane.
電話レンジカッコ仮の実験にシャイニングフィンガーを引き入れるかどうかについて。バカな、あの女を生贄に捧げろというのか。確かに世界に混沌をもたらすためなら犠牲はやむを得ない覚悟だが、いや問題ない。むしろ迷っていた俺が情けない。マッドサイエンティスト失格かもしれんな。
Heavy is the crown.
これは俺にとってむしろ典型とも言える申し出。まさにシュタインズゲートの選択となるだろう。
Steins Gate.
エルプサイコングル。
It's decided. I type a reply to Mocha's mail. Indeed you are. Lab member 05, Shining Finger. Report to the lab at once. After sending it off, I hurry back to the lab. When I get back to the lab, Moeka is squatting at the bottom of the staircase. That was fast. Since she's not sitting on the bench, I guess that's crouching while holding her knees in this particular woman's favorite position. Is this particular woman's favorite position? She's staring at her phone like usual. When she notices me approaching, she slowly stands up. But she doesn't look at me.
ありがとう。
Oh.
何がだ。
I know it's selfish, but I really need to send a D-mail, Moeka. What could she have to
わ
say?
がままとは思っていない。むしろお前の申し出にこちらが感謝しているほどだ。
You know, I've been thinking about this a little bit. With visual novels, you have routes and stuff like that. I wonder with my choices what route I'm on. Am I on the standard route? I don't think I'm on a chaos route or anything like that. Again, nothing really has happened. So maybe I am just like following the main story. I don't know. I wonder if there will be choices that I make that are going to be a little more impactful. And maybe it'd be interesting if you guys let me know what routes you guys like got on your first route without spoiling anything, of course. Once we enter the lab, I get all the lab members to stop what they're doing and then tell them about Mocha's situation.
いいと思います。萌香さんもラボメンだもんね。
Daru and Kirsu don't object either.
で、桐生氏はどんなメールを送るつもりなん？
俺からの要望としては過去が変わったかどうか確かめることができるようシンプルで分かりやすい内容にしてもらいたい。
I am truly interested in what she's gonna send. I'm sorry, there's one more thing. I want to keep my message secret. Why does she have to explain every little thing with a mail? No more. No, more importantly.
内緒だと？どういうことだ？
Then how can we experiment?
何？どうしたのよ？
She's gonna have an anxiety attack. It's private. It would be embarrassing if anyone knew, Moeka.
いや、そういう問題ではなかろ
Kirsu peeks at my phone from beside me.
なるほど。気持ちはわからなくはないけど、これはあくまで実験だと割り切ってデータの収集を優先すべき。
ほう。珍しく意見が一致したな、上司よ。
I mean, I guess just tell 2 people and the rest don't know.
別にあんたに同意したわけじゃない。データを収集しないと電話レンジの仕組みがいつまで経っても解明できないって思ったからよ。
でも女の子にはね、秘密がいっぱいあるのです。誰にも言えない秘密をね、自分だけに教えろゲヘヘって言ってるの。
Then how can we do it? We don't know what she's doing.
くわ、まさかこれってセクハラになるん？
Ch-
落ち着けダル。
I turned to Mayuri and Moeka, who appeared to have formed some kind of mainstream girl alliance.
メールの内容にプライベートに深く関わることを書けと強制した覚えはない。
Kirisu nods firmly at my words. Looks like she doesn't intend to join the mainstream girls alliance. Let's go.
私的な内容を送りたいにしても今はまだ見送るべき。タイムパラドックスの問題も完全に解決されたわけじゃないし、もっと慎重に慎重を重ねないと。私的な内容は NG。 少なくとも非公開にしたいという話は受け入れられないわ。あなたに悪意がなくてもメールの内容次第で時間軸に深刻な影響をもたらすかもしれないんだから。
I wonder if she's just gonna lie and quickly send one out because she can type so fast.
第三者にメールを見せてその内容について問題ないか吟味すべきよ。
俺が言いたいことは全て助手が言ってくれた。そしてそうは言いつつも我らは実験を中止するつもりはない。
あんたの意見を代弁したわけじゃないから勘違いしないで。
Cheeky little.
そもそも実験においてはプライバシーよりもデータが優先される。被験者になるならその覚悟は必要よ。
Don't tell me that's the reason Kirisu won't send a D-mail herself.
そうなの？マユシーはね、さっきそんな覚悟せずに送ろうとしてたよ。ごめんね、クリスちゃん。
別に謝らなくても責めてるわけじゃない。一般論を言っただけ。
I imagine some people might take issue with the statement, but I'll refrain from saying anything. I'd rather not get my head chewed off right now. Moka's expression doesn't change. Same as always, I don't know what she's thinking.
お前はすでにラボメンだ。俺たちを信用してもらわないと困る。プライベートな要件は後日にしてもらおう。もしできないというのならばお前に見せてやらねばならなくなる。この俺、法王院教魔の中に眠る
Right hand.
まがまがしき狂気の力をな。
Nope, never mind. Moeka is already typing on her phone. My threat was ineffectual, it seems. Can I see the D-mails you sent so far? I want to use them as reference.
着信履歴ならあるぞ。
送信履歴は？
ないというと語弊があるな。送信履歴は消えてしまうのだ。
I confirmed that after I sent the D-mail yesterday. Moeka was there, but she doesn't remember either. She's having a hard time. I don't need to see the history and I'll show you the message before I send it. Is that okay, Moeka? Looks like she understands. I show the mail to Kirisu too.
萌香さん、無理しないでね。
Is that supposed to be encouragement? Mayuri sounds concerned for some reason.
じゃあさ、どんな内容を送るん？そもそもオカリンの言う簡単で分かりやすい過去改変ってハードル高すぎ。
何を言う。お前たちのレベルが低すぎるだけではないか。
案はある。
Oh? Moeka murmurs.
ほう、これは期待できそうだな。具体的に説明を頼む。
Moeka then invokes her powers once more. Ultra fast typing, the power known as Shining Finger. About 4 days ago I bought a new phone, but now that I've tried it I think I should have stuck with the old one. So I want to use D-mail to tell myself not to buy a new phone. If we do that, the phone I'm holding will change, won't it? What a genius move.
シャイニングフィンガーは実に有能だな。まさにラボメンの鏡。
This should make it easy to tell whether the past has changed. Looks like the 3 useless members have no objections to Moeka's superior idea. That truly is brilliant. We look at Moeka's phone. It's purple and gaudy. There's no strap and it's not like the decopones popular among mainstream women nowadays. A cell phone with decorations on it, primarily popular among young women, Swarovskis or rhinestones, can be pasted on the phone surface for added decoration.
Oh, それって先月出たばっかの GG01 じゃん。
GG01?
That's a crazy phone name.
最新機種だよ。確か液晶部分が着脱式でいろんなバリエーションのアタッチメントを選べるんだよね。
That sounds crazy.
今品薄でどこ行っても入荷待ちだけどよく手に入ったな。
Of course she's a phone otaku. It's the most popular model, but she wants her old one back? I guess hardcore phone users have other concerns besides fashion.
では指圧しよ
ねえねえ、どうして萌香さんのこと指圧師って呼ぶの？
う。それが桐生萌香の力に俺がつけた名だ。桐生萌香。
Shining
お前は
finger.
今後先行の指圧師、すなわちシャイニングフィンガーを名乗るがいい。
And she hates the name. Moeka shakes her head expressionlessly.
嫌だというのか？能力面をつけてやったのに何が気に入らないというのだ。
It really is a cool name.
萌香さんはね、萌香さんだからだよ。それにね、指圧師さんじゃなくて編集プロダクションで働いてて。
眉氏ネタにマジレス過去悪い。
ネタではない能力名だ。
I think it's a cool name.
こと言ってないで。準備するわよ。
Yes, boss. Darn it, you're just an assistant, don't boss us around.
ブラウン店長に何か言われたらどうするん？
I don't know why, I just feel like the need to say for this. This is probably a cool moment.
ミスター・ブラウンごとき恐れるな。奴が怒鳴り込んできたらこの俺が蹴散らしてやる。
Yeah, I doubt that.
マジで？オカリンかっけー。そこに痺れる憧れる。
実は口だけだったりするんでしょう。
I'll be the adult and ignore Kirisu's insult. Moeka has already written her 36-byte mail. When I look at Moeka to see if she's ready, she nods faintly. We set the timer to 100 seconds. The D-mail should arrive at Moeka's phone 4 days ago, July 31st.
電話レンジカッコ仮起動。
Will it change? It's purple. About 15 seconds after activation, the discharge phenomenon occurs. I glance at Moeka. She nods grimly, an unusual show of emotion, and then she presses the button. Come on, come on. She did something bad. The world twists into unrecognizable shapes. The floor is shaking. Or is it me? My vision blurs and loses color. The world lurches. I struggle to keep my balance. As I brace myself against further shaking, I try to analyze what I'm experiencing. This is far more intense than what happened when we sent the D-mails yesterday. And yet, I felt it before. I remember. This is what I felt right before the mass disappearance phenomena. The shaking stops. I relax my body and look around. Has the past changed? Of course it has. That bizarre sensation just now was proof. I look around the room. I guess just reading this, it makes me really excited to see the anime. People recommended it when I did the anime video, and it's probably going to be my next watch after Bleach. And then I still got to watch Uma Musume. I mean, I have so many anime to watch. I'm trying to make it a habit now, unless I'm behind work, to at least watch 3 episodes of anime a day. And man, I sound like an old man. I used to be able to watch a lot more, but just, you know, life gets busy, as everyone knows. But that means I can finish relatively a show if it's a regular season easily, 7 times 3 is 21, so I could finish 2 seasons of an anime a week, or one, you know, you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. So hopefully, again, that'll help with the anime reviews and stuff like that, which will happen on occasion. The phone wave name subject to change, which should have about 90 seconds left on the timer, is silent. Daru's here, Mayuri's here, Kirisu's here. Where's Moeka?
指圧師はどこに行った？
Who? Daru and Kirisu, who are discussing something in front of the X6800, look at me strangely. Is she dead? Ah. Again. This feeling of wrongness. It's the same as yesterday.
指圧師？
She might be dead. She might have erased
日
herself.
本語で OK。
I leave the development room and check the lounge, behind the sofa in the dressing room, the bathroom, and the shower room. I look out the window at the street below. But Moeka is nowhere to be found. She really did just switch the messages. She's gone. No way. This is exactly what happened on the streets of Akiba. Well, maybe because we ran into her with that phone and all our communication happened on that phone? I don't know for sure. This is crazy. Why did she disappear? Because I experimented on her? Where did she go? Did I erase her from history? Did I banish her into the space between dimensions? I start quivering in horror at the magnitude of my error. In a daze, I step up to Mayuri, who's eating a banana. I grab her shoulders and shake her.
桐生萌香は今の今までここにいただろう。
Man, how messed up would that be?
桐生萌香だ。
Well, I was talking, I wanted some excitement, now I'm getting depression. Daru and Kirisu give me a strange look as well.
それ誰？
Oh,
聞いたことない。
そんな。
so I did erase Moeka's existence. No, that can't be. I won't accept that, I killed her.
岡部、まさかまた？
またってどういう意味だ？
昨日も似たようなことがあった。私たちの記憶にないことをあんたは覚えていた。なんだっけ？そうそう、リーディングシュタイナー。
Oh. Reading Steiner. Yes, that's the name I gave this phenomena, or rather, to my ability to perceive it. When the world line changes, everyone's memories are reconstructed to match. That's what John Teeter said. But somehow, I alone retain my memories even after the past changes. I named this power Reading Steiner. Kirisu remembered. To tell the truth, I just made it up out of thin air. And now that Moeka has disappeared, I want to believe that this power is real. It's only their memories of Moeka that disappeared, not Moeka herself. I need to contact Moeka. I need to make sure I didn't erase her very existence. She's... Okay, she is there, but I don't know her phone number. The only way to contact her is by mail. Reply the second you read this mail. I send her a message saying reply the second you read this email. And all I can do is wait for a reply. Please reply.
オカリ大丈夫？顔真っ青だよ。
大丈夫だ。
So she's still in our contacts, which is interesting. Actually, I'm anything but fine, but I'm fighting desperately to deny the possibility that I might have erased Moeka from existence.
助手よ。今の実験のこと、どの辺まで覚えている？
今、実験をしたことさえ覚えてない。たった今、あんたは D メールを送ったのね。
ああ。ただし、昨日とは少し状況が違う。D メールを送ったのは俺ではなく、桐生萌香だ。
And then she vanished into thin air. Which reminds me, when I sent the Lotto 6 mail yesterday, Daru teleported from the development room to the lounge. Moeka might not have disappeared, she probably just teleported somewhere. I hope that's it. In an attempt to calm myself down, I checked my phone's history for the mails Moeka and I exchanged. That's strange. The mails she sent me are there up until the one I received on July 31st at 12:43 p.m. But after that, the dozens of mails I remember receiving from her are gone. The D-mail she sent to cancel the phone model exchange was sent to arrive on July 31st. Did a time paradox erase Moeka from existence the instant she received the D-mail? I think that's the day we met her. I shiver when I realize that I can't find any problems with that hypothesis. Man. No way. It can't be. I mean, all her D-mail said was don't change phone models. That's harmless, right? But then what caused Moeka to disappear from this room like that? Why does it look like Moeka vanished 4 days ago?
クリスティーナ、もし仮に D メールによってタイムパラドックスが発生したらどうなると思う？
わからない。タイムパラドックスを経験した人間は未だかつて一人もいないから。
以前世界が消えるというようなことを言っていなかったか？
あくまでそういう説もあると言っただけ。もしかしたら何も起きないかもしれないし、某映画みたいにパラドックスに対する歴史の修正が入るかもしれない。
So we just jump into a different world.
ドクター・ホーキングは時間順序保護仮説でタイムパラドックスが起きる可能性の行為
Well, that didn't age
そも
well.
そも実行不可能だとしてるし。
In quantum mechanics, a theory proposed by Stephen Hawking that states that time travel is impossible. According to Hawking, any attempt to travel through time will be prevented by quantum effects, as successful time travel requires infinite field energy, which is impossible to obtain. In other words, the laws of causality and by extension the chronology or timeline of the universe are protected by quantum mechanics. So all we have are theories.
あのね、マユシーはよくわかんないけど。
Well, that's sad. See ya, Moeka.
今もマユシーやオカリンたちがちゃんとこうしておしゃべりできてるっていうことはね、きっとそのパラドックスは起きてないんだよ。モエカさんっていう人もね、マユシーは知らないけどきっと大丈夫。
Well, how sweet.
さすがマユシ、アホの子だね。
マユシーはアホの子じゃないよ。
I'm amazed that Mayuri and Daru can have such a carefree conversation despite all that happened. I mean, if I'm telling you guys, hey, do you guys remember so-and-so? And then they're like, who? And then they just see me go pale, I would hope they'd be a tad more concerned. You know? Well, I guess it wouldn't be interesting if people did what I guess you would want or you would suppose them do in a situation, right? They don't realize the gravity of the situation. We might have erased someone's very existence. In fact, if Moeka really has vanished, then that means the phone wave named subject to change is also responsible for the mass disappearance phenomena I witnessed in Akihabara. What if I erased all those people? I don't want to consider such a frightening possibility, so I desperately shake the thought out of my head. Shining finger. What's wrong? I'm kind of busy now. Sorry, I'll email you later. Moeka. So she knows who we are. Or maybe not. Interesting. My body goes limp from relief. A reply. She sent a reply. Moeka still exists. She didn't disappear. Relief washes away my fear. My eyes fill with tears, not because I was worried for Moeka, but because I thought I might be responsible for the horror of erasing someone's existence.
何が起きたか説明して、岡部。
Urged by Kurisu, I explained everything that just happened. We needed like a logbook or something. Steins log.
今この場からその桐生なんとかさんが消えたのは因果率を考えれば不自然じゃない気がしてきた。
どういうことだ？
詳しい経緯はわからないけど、過去を改変したことで今回の場合は7月31日以降今日までの 4日間の桐生さんの行動が微妙に変化した。その結果、今この時間には桐生さんはラボには来なかったというふうに再構成された。
So that's why it looked like she teleported. I reminded of the teleporting Joe Banana, but I guess it's not the same thing. Moeka didn't become a jelly man after all.
そんなことありえるん？
何とも言えない。 D メールを送った事実も抹消されてしまうなら、その D メールは誰が送ったのかっていうパラドックスになるし、それともう一つ、岡部に起きていることが消せない。
何？
リーディングシュタイナーのこと。ちなみにその造語、恥ずかしいからやめた方がいい。
I think it's a cool name.
お前の個人的見解は必要ない。
I'm finally able to joke with Kirisu again. Well, maybe she wasn't joking, but that's none of her business.
さっきのあんたの説明じゃ、D メールを送ったのも受け取ったのもあんたじゃなかった。なのに、あんただけが世界線が変わる前のことを覚えている。でもこれってあんたのただの妄想じゃない？
脳内嫁ですね。わかります。
わかるな。お前のような変態紳士と一緒にされたくはない。
桐生さんって人はもともと存在しなかった。あるいは桐生なんとかさんは実在するけど、その人が D メールを送った事実は妄想だった。
Shush. My arm, my arm. I fall to my knees and press my hand against my left eye.
左目がこの魔眼レイディングシュタイナーがうずく。
オカリ大丈夫？
Mary peeks anxiously at my face, but I lightly push her aside.
ダメだ。前より俺に近づくな。
Why? Am I gonna read to you or something? Like what?
お前を傷つけてしまうかもしれん。
でもオカリすごく苦しそうだよ。
Aw.
釣りっしょ。
そうよね。
大丈夫だ。このうずきはいつものこと。すぐに収まる。この魔眼がある限り俺は機関に狙われ続ける。あらゆる世界と時間とを見通す力。しかしそれは同時に諸刃の剣でもある。俺はこのあらゆる世界とあらゆる時間を見通す魔眼のせいで人間としての因果率から外れてしまった。
I mean, some of the times he jokes, and then other times it's like, oh, that's actually true.
だがそれでもこのラボだけは守ると誓ったのだ。だから魔眼よ静まってくれ。
I kneel and press my head against the floor, and then I take a deep breath and gradually remove my hand from my left eye. Mary rubs my back.
オカリ苦しいの？
いやもう大丈夫だ。
I stand up, then I shoot Kirisu a sharp glare.
何よ、今のただの演技でしょ。
クリスティーナ、お前は間違っている。すでにこれまでの実験で証明されているんだよ。俺のリーディングシュタイナーは本物だ。
はいはい、 12秒12秒。
え
How mean, how cruel.
なんで私に注目してんのよ。見るの禁止。
In any case, I've successfully deflected Kirsu's question about reading Steiner. I don't feel able to answer right now. My emotions are a jumble, just as they were after Teeter called me the Messiah. Ugh. Is this power real? If it is, then what does that make me? An unknown power sleeps within me. The thought sends a chill down my spine. I sit on the bench in front of the Braun Tube workshop, staring into the night sky. I try sorting out what happened this afternoon, but it's impossible. The more I think about it, the more confused I get. And then I hear footsteps coming down from the second floor. Christina. Soon Mayuri and Kirsu emerge. Close enough.
帰るのか？
岡部ってずっとここに泊まり込んでるの？
まあな、マッドサイエンティストたるもの、研究所に寝泊まりして研究だけに没頭するぐらいでなければ務まらない。
形から入るのって良くないと思うわけだが。
でもね、この場所ってとっても便利だよね。マユシーもお父さんお母さんが許してくれるならここに泊まりたいよ。
Good parents.
本気？
そしたらバイトに行くのもすぐだもん。ねえねえクリスちゃん、今度みんなでお泊まり会しよう。
男性陣がいないのなら OK。
それは無理だ。
Then where would we go?
だったらまゆりさん、私のホテルに来たら？
そういえばそんな約束してたもんね。じゃあ今度お邪魔するね。
いつでも言ってくれていいから。それじゃあ。
There'll never be a next time. Kurisu waves goodbye and starts walking in the opposite direction from Akihabara Station. Mary doesn't move from that spot, and then she raises her hand. She starts using her usual thing, Stardust Handshake. She looks up to the night sky, raising her hand as if to grasp the stars. And with perfect timing, a shooting star crosses the sky.
ねえ、オカリ？
ああ、流れ星だな。願い事はしたか？
Mary doesn't answer. She keeps gazing at the sky.
オカリンって小学生の頃すごい熱を出して1ヶ月ぐらい寝込んでたことがあったよね。
何を突然言い出すんだ？
It was about 10 years ago at the turn of the century when the world was in an uproar over Y2K. Near the end of 1999, I had a fever of nearly 40 degrees Celsius that lasted about a month. I didn't recover until the new year. At least that's what I've been told. I don't remember it myself. According to my parents, I was unconscious the whole time. Tossing and turning, the doctor said it was a miracle I didn't die. Because of that fever, I didn't get to experience the Millennium Countdown event. That would suck. They never figured out what caused it either.
あの時ね、マユシーはオカリンが死んじゃうんじゃないかって思ってすごく怖かったんだよ。だからね、おばあちゃんと一緒にお空に祈ってたの。オカリン死なないでって。
Well, that's sweet.
この俺が死ぬはずがないだろう。何しろ10年前の時点で俺はトーマス・エジソンに匹敵する IQ170 の頭脳を持つマッドサイエンティストだったのだからな。
Shit. Actually, I'm not sure what Edison's IQ was.
そうだったんだ。オカリンってすごいんだね。
But we could tell her anything and she'd probably believe it.
でもね、まだちっちゃかったマユシーはそのことがわからなかったからお空に祈ってて、 でね、大晦日もうすぐ年が明けるっていう時にね、流れ星がピューって流れたの。今みたいに。流れ星はね、消える前に3回願い事を唱えることができたら願いが叶うんだよ。知ってたかな？
Of course, that's the most common of common knowledge.
もちろんマユシーは一生懸命3回唱えたの。
Then Mayuri finally lowers her hand and turns to me. On her face is a soft smile.
次の日、年が明けた頃にね、オカリンは熱が下がって目を覚ましたのです。
So what does she wish for now?
つまりマユシーはオカリンの命の恩人なんだよ。
いや違うな。あの状況で助かったのはシュタインズゲートの選択だ。
そうなの？
そうなのだ。
そっか。
How mean. Mayuri looks a little disappointed.
ねえ、熱が下がった時ね、オカリンはこんなことを言ってたんだけど、覚えてる？急に見ているものがぐにゃぐにゃしてきて、立っていられなくてフラフラして、んで体がビクってなったって。
Just like the vertigo from time travel.
さっきのオカリンもね、そんな感じだったよ。大丈夫？また熱出して倒れたりしない？
Aw. The concern on her face is so sincere. Looks like she's worried about my reaction to Mocha's disappearance. Geez, my hostage of all people is worrying about me. I find myself giving her a wry smile.
案ずるな。何も心配ない。
As I brush her worry off with a shrug, I think back to what happened 10 years ago. When I woke up from that fever, the first thing I saw was Mayuri's crying face. She's right, I vaguely remember describing my collapse that way. And come to think of it, it does seem to match with the sensation I felt a few hours ago when breathing Steiner activated.
そうか。この俺の魔眼はまさにあの時にこの身に宿ったのだな。
So that's the choice of Steins Gate. I really was born with this power. No wonder John Teeter thinks I'm the Messiah. My maniacal laughter echoes into the night. The next day, the lab gets an unusual guest.
お邪魔します。
Almost at 17 hours, that's kind of crazy.
おお、ルカシじゃんか。
こんにちは、橋田さん、岡部さん。
タコ、妖刀さみだれを持ってこないとは何事だ。今日お前が来ると聞いて、俺は殿下の宝刀ミストルティンの封印を解いたというのに。
In Norse mythology, a legendary sword born from a sprig of mistletoe. According to prophecy, this sword will slay the undying god Balder, thus beginning the final war of the gods, Ragnarok.
お前には失望したぞ。
Actually, I didn't even know he was coming.
すみません。今から取りに戻りますから。
No need.
いや、もういいんだ。サミダレとミストルティンの開口、またもお預けか。
I look at the crystal clear blue sky out the window with an expression of melancholy.
つうか、ポン島と北欧神話の魔剣って釣り合わなさすぎてカオスなんだけど、そもそもオカリン、模造刀なんて持ってた？
僕、どうしたら。
ルカ子よ、お前は俺の弟子でありながらまだいまいち真剣さが足りんな。
True.
すみません。
こんな調子では使い物になるまでにまだまだ時間がかかるだろう。どうだ、なんだったら我がラボに入ってみないか。
僕がですか？
Luca looks at me blankly.
でも僕どんくさいですし、科学とか機械とかよくわかりませんし、きっと足を引っ張っちゃいます。
How sad.
それでもいいですか？
なんだ、前入れと変わらないではないか。
ルカ君ならね、大歓迎
How sweet.
だよ。でもね、ルカ君をラボ面にするならマユシーはおか
He has to wear an outfit.
条件があるのです。ルカ君をいじめないことっていう条件。
Mary forces her way between us as if to protect Luca. She's the one who called Luca here. They're classmates.
それとルカ君はね、今日はマユシーのお客様なんだよ。衣装合わせに来たんだから邪魔しちゃダメなのです。
まゆりちゃん、でも僕コスプレはするつもりはないから、本当に衣装合わせだけでいいんだよね。
You utter fool.
サイズが合ってるかどうかの確認だけだよ。
Looks like Mary forced him to come. As far as she's concerned, pretty boys exist only to make her cosplay fantasies come true.
じゃ
Mary shows off the costume she made.
ライネットのキラリちゃんだよ。
Is it just my imagination, or is the outfit pretty skimpy? It looks exactly the same. I don't know if it's his first time seeing it, but Luca just stares at the costume dumbfounded.
とりあえず完成度は 70% ってところなんだけどね。今この場でルカ君に試着してほしいんだ。
ここで着るの？
Hmm.
これを？
Luca glances at me and Daru, then looks down to hide a blush.
無理だよ。
お願い。
Here's where I, as Luca's master, ought to help out.
我が弟子よ。衣装というのは己を変革するためにも重要な要素の一つだ。それを着ることでお前も成長できるかもしれんぞ。早速袖を通してみるがいい。
岡部さんまでそんなことを。僕こんな恥ずかしい格好できません。
そこで恥ずかしがるからダメだというのだ。
Ch-
そうだよ。きっとね、とっても可愛くなるよ。
それにマユリはお前に来てもらうために一生懸命そのコスを作っているのだぞ。眠る時間も大好物のバナナを胃袋に入れる時間もジューシー唐揚げNo.1をチンする時間も削ってひたすらチクチクチクチク針と糸を動かしミシンを走らせていたのだぞ。その努力には報いるべきだ。
How cruel.
そうですけど。
The good-natured Luca is already bending to the power of my words.
さあさあさあ、ルカ君変身しよう。変身。
ちょっと待って。
Poor Luca. Mary grabs Luca's arm and drags him to the changing room.
ほら、恥ずかしがってないで服を脱ぎ脱ぎして。まゆりちゃん、そんなところ触らないで。
Ch-
分かったから、僕一人で着るから。だからあっちに。でもね、これって着るのにコツがいるんだ。だからマユシーが1から10までちゃんと教えてあげる。
Ch-
お願いだから脱がさないで。
My boy Luca is dying out there.
すごくユリです。
Ooh, I wonder what that means. Homosexual romance between women or works of fiction depicting such.
違うな。あれはユリではない。
Because Luca is.
ルカ子は男だからだ。
ということは逆領辱ですか。むはー、実にけしからん。
His imagination knows no bounds. And with this, we're gonna have the great Luca reveal next time. But hey, we made it 3 hours. I'll have the videos done next or this week. Hopefully no late no, there won't be a late video tomorrow because I'll be able to edit it tomorrow night and then start recording. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Have a good end to your week. I don't know why I haven't said that before yet, but we're almost on like 1 month of Steins Gate, which is kind of crazy, over the course of 17 hours, even though there's not 17 episodes. Crazy, I know. But again, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I've been Boog the Goob. May God bless you and peace. Steins Gate.